like it's the end of something, it's the beginning of something. But ultimately, Erik Ten Hag is probably going to go. He's won a cup, he's going to go. So it's hard to be positive, really. You just have to be.
To that point, let's hear from the Manchester United manager now.
Erik, huge congratulations. Your smile as you walked up to me said it all. Just how good did that victory feel today?
After a season which we had with so many setbacks, so many problems, injuries, and this team, every time they got punched on the chin, and every time we fought back. And in the end of the season, we got the reward. But the team did it. They showed so much resilience, today determination as well, and they played some very good football.
The team get lots of plaudits, rightfully so, but what about yourself? It looks like you had a game plan and they did execute it to perfection.
The players did well. They did it optimal forma. Couldn't almost be better. And it was so very good how they executed. So I'm very proud of the team. And you see then we come in high levels. You see we play to our identity because we have the players available. And this team, you could see there was character, personality, and we have good players.
You have lots of good players. One of those who's going to get a lot of headlines, Kobbie Mainoo, just 19 years old. How special is he? And particularly to perform on the biggest stage like that as a Manchester lad.
Yeah, that makes the best players. And he's incredible, but I said just don't lift him too high. Because they lift him so high and then you English are so good to hammer them when they have one or two bad games. But you see, he's amazing. Today, his performance was incredible. How he dominated that midfield area together with Soufiane Amrabat was fantastic. They were really there, a heart in the team, and I really enjoyed how we played.
There's been lots of noise around the club this week, particularly about your future. Does that make you even more proud that the players were able to block it out and put that performance in?
It's not about me. It's about the club, especially the team. And I know where we are. I know how the team, how we cooperate. And it didn't distract me. We were just focusing on this game. And last year also we had the performance right, but we didn't get the reward. Today we got the performance right and we have the reward.
Personally, what have the last few days been like for you with all of the noise around your future when you have been trying to prepare the team?
I don't care. I'm focusing, preparing my team. It's all that matters.
And I imagine now you'll be able to say to Jim Ratcliffe, look what I can do.
No, I don't have to say that.
Well done today, Erik. Enjoy it.
You're welcome.
It's a bit tedious now, this, isn't it? You know,
What, football?
you know, this. You know, you're going to speak to Jim Ratcliffe. So
Three questions at the end about that. When you've won an FA Cup final.
No, I think it's a valid question you ask. Is this your last game for Manchester United?
Yeah, right, it's a valid question, but you don't have to ask it three different ways.
No, I know. We've been piping.
Well, I'm just saying.
You know, but people have been piping on about it all day. What it did make me chuckle there when he said, "I've told the players not to lift Kobbie Mainoo too high, but he's amazing. He's incredible." And I think he's totally right in what he's saying. Is that he's a youngster, 19 years old. When he's come in this year, he's been brilliant. He was injured at the start of the season. I think in pre-season he might have featured a little bit more. Still got a lot to learn, particularly the defensive aspect of that sort of central midfield role. But he looks so accomplished on the ball. And his goal obviously was well finished, but it's just the way he's come into this United side this season, and he's not looked overawed. And I think for any youngster to be able to do that, it is quite incredible. But all-round performance, having Amrabat in there with him today, who was excellent, and McTominay, it was a little bit unsafe, McTominay, but he just tried to do the best he could on Rodri. And, you know, clearly they said, look, Kovacic is a man. If anybody's going to have it, it's Kovacic. Do not let Rodri dictate the game. And Kovacic got on the ball plenty in the first half, didn't do a lot with it, and then was replaced at half-time.
Let's go to our BFF, shall we? Pitch side. What did you make of the interview with Ten Hag, guys?
Well, Ned wants me to start, obviously, he's speechless right now. Listen, I think I'd have preferred to have a straight, direct question. Is this your final game for Man United? We didn't get that. It was around the houses. But as we said, that he's won the FA Cup, he can put it there and say, you know, that's what I've done now. So we didn't really get anything from that we don't already know. I just want to know now. We all want to know what's happening, when is he going, and because he is going, I don't think he's going to be staying. So, you know, he's going out on a high. But the team itself, he was talking about how what a great performance it was today. They played to their, to their style. Well, come on, United were sitting back in 27% possession. That isn't the way that Man United are supposed to play. They're meant to be one of the biggest clubs in the world. They should be dominating teams, or certainly trying to take the game to teams. And it was basically sit back and hit City on the counter attack. It worked, and it got the result it was. But let's not pretend that Man United are a team that sits back and hopes for counter attack. It's not what they're built on. It's not what big clubs should be about.
Yeah, I think fair play to him for fielding those questions, and it's probably the 5th, 6th, 7th time he's had to field that question. He didn't seem like somebody who was truly defiant in saying, I will be here. So it does seem like he knows that his time is coming to an end, but he also looks like he's enjoyed it. It looks like he's seen the sort of fruit finally be born of the work that he's put into this point. Obviously, he would have liked to have not finished on 60 points in the league and finished 8th or whatever it was, but they've won an FA Cup. He's lifted a trophy and can go into the dressing room with a positive message if he's going to walk away.
It was really interesting he pointed to Amrabat's performance, because Amrabat was his signing.
But where's Anthony, though?
Well, this is it. Where's Anthony? Well, that's the thing. He's talked himself up as much as he can. He brought Mainu through. He signed Amrabat. But that's his right. He's won the FA Cup. He can say that. But I think when you take a kind of a step back, a bit of perspective, and you realise how poor they've been in the league this season, how terrible they were in the Champions League. They finished bottom of the group, bottom of an easy group. Winning an FA Cup is great, but it's not what Man United are about. And I think they need a coach now that's got the personality and the presence and the CV to enable them to challenge it.
This is the problem with United fans. I win an FA Cup, that's not what we do.
No.
That's just not enough. This is typical. This is why I can't stand it, honestly. I've got to go under a rock for a few months. This is ridiculous.